It almost looks like everyone's on summer vacation already. Not that time of the year yet anyways. And what did I read today? How about this one? I guess more innovations per se with drones when it comes to things like military applications and all that. This one says unmanned escort for manned fighter jets. Airbus presents new Wingman concept at ILA Berlin. I couldn't help but to think how so many people say, oh no, a drone near an aircraft per se. It says Airbus will be presenting its new Wingman concept at the International Aerospace Exhibition ILA in Berlin. In military aviation, a wingman is a pilot in another aircraft that protects and supports the flight lead, delivers more tactical options, and thus contributes to mission success. In the Airbus concept, the wingman is going to operate very much in the same way, only that it is neither a pilot nor a fighter jet flown by one. It is a fighter-type drone that will be commanded by a pilot in a current combat aircraft, such as the Eurofighter, and can take on high-risk mission tasks that would pose a bigger threat to manned-only aircraft. And it further says here, the wingman's task can range from reconnaissance to jamming targets and engaging targets on the ground or in the air with precision-guided munitions or missiles. Pilots in manned aircraft acting as command fighters will always have control of the mission. They are always the final decision-making authority while benefiting from the protection and smaller risk exposure that the delegation of tactical taskings to unmanned systems offers. Would this actually be the equivalent of distracted driving? You're trying to fly the plane that you're actually in at the same time, controlling and monitoring this drone? Either way, there's a demand for it, according to this anyways, and when there's money to be made, there's going to be companies jumping on the opportunity, I guess, to try to be the first. And more news about people wanting to take advantage of, I guess, drone tech and all that. This one says, FOCA approval for jet aviation's use of automated drone and AI for general visual inspections. The Swiss Federal Office of Civil Aviation has approved jet aviation's use of automated drones and AI technology for general visual inspections by images. The drone inspection can be used to create a full visual record of the entire external surface of the aircraft. GVIs are a type of regulated maintenance check used to identify defects on the surfaces of the aircraft. With this approval, Jet Aviation is now able to perform these checks with its automated drone and AI technology, resulting in a detailed paperless report for the customers and maintenance teams. Jet Aviation said this will drive efficiency and reduce downtime for pre-purchase inspections. Sounds like they were at this, I guess, pretty recent too. It says Jet Aviation launched automated drone and AI technology in 2023 for non-regulated services such as PPI inspections of external aircraft structure, paint quality checks, and inspections in insurance or warranty cases. Jet Aviation's automated drone and AI services are now available for regulated inspections on most business jets, including the Gulfstream, G280, G550, and G650, as well as narrow and wide body aircraft. It makes me wonder too, with all that news about, I guess, Boeing aircrafts falling out of the sky, people blaming things like maintenance check, hiring, I guess, bad workers. What happens in this case, since everything would be automated per se in terms of the scanning and the report and so forth? If somebody did something wrong, would they, I guess, be held liable still, or would people blame, for example, whoever developed the AI scanning tech and all that? Kind of like one of those debates before I read about things like autonomous vehicles in the future. If, for example, the car actually crashed into someone, like it's completely the program's fault, do you blame, for example, the owner of the vehicle or the manufacturer that actually made the car and the program itself? Although in those cases, I would imagine there would be a gazillion fine prints saying you still need to, for example, check everything manually and all that, like it's not 100%. That's what I would imagine anyways. And then it seems like there was a bit more news about that ArriveCan scandal here in Canada, where there was that app that was developed that was supposed to keep track of people's, for example, vaccination status in Canada to determine where they can and can't fly and so forth. But it just turned out that there's so many companies that scam the government for money. And funny enough, I guess when certain people were put on the stand per se to answer questions, it just seems like they're intentionally trying to cover it up. Like in these cases, like this one here says, Arrive scam amnesia. Arrive scam official caught in text messages saying that he can't, quote, throw ministers under the bus, and reveals he will withhold information from committee. He swore on oath before testifying and conveniently can't remember RCMP is investigating a Arrive scam. Yeah, this guy's answers, it just seems like it's so blatantly obvious where he's trying to cover things up. How do you get away with this? I don't know.
You then said, my issue is what I want to say versus what I can say. Can't throw PHAC, public health, under the bus. Can't throw ministers under the bus. It's hard to explain the complexity and cost of this thing without doing that. Who at PHAC are you trying to protect?
Thank you for the question. I'm not, first of all, I do not recall those exchanges. I'm not questioning them. I don't recall exchanges I sent 2 years ago. I send hundreds of texts a day. But in terms of protecting anybody, there is nobody to protect.
To your point that you don't recall, these text messages are probably still on your phone. Unless, of course, they mysteriously got deleted as well. What are you hiding?
You have about 10 seconds.
I have nothing to hide. I have nobody to protect. It was a very stressful and difficult time, and we were responding to the pandemic and the needs of FAC and others.
It's one of those things, again, you could, I guess, criticize people like this all day long, but at the end of the day, do people actually get punished? All right, see you guys later.